Hey, what's up guys? So we're here to check out a bunch of new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Specifically, Fire Fist are getting a Link monster, and we're getting Fire Fist and gadgets in a new foil set. Really weird, but anyways, a bunch of new stuff to talk about, so let's go ahead and kick it off with the Fire Fist Link monster, which his name is Eagle Sage. So he's a Beast Warrior Link effect. He's a Link 2, and he requires 2 Beast Warrior monsters. It says that you do not need to send Fire Fist or Fire Formation cards from your hand or field to the graveyard to activate Fire Fist monster effects. You can target one Fire Formation spell/trap on your field, return it to the hand, then send one Fire Fist monster from your deck to the graveyard, which is obviously great for the Trick and Rooster plays. And then you can only use this effect of Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Eagle Sage once per turn. Now this is the downside with this. You can only special summon Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Eagle Sages once per turn. Otherwise you can do so much more, especially when you look at the other Fire Fist stuff. Like the Swallow would open up a lot more plays because normally you have to send 3 face up, and that's not going to realistically happen that often. But then you can just special summon him, and then he instantly lets you set a Fire Formation trap card. It's just to go for more Link summons basically, but unfortunately you can only make one of them per turn. So that's the downside obviously with him. But let me know guys what you think of the new Fire Fist Eagle Sage. But we got some more new cards to check out. So this is Predaplant over here. It's a new spell card specifically for Predaplants, but Predaplants are only really used in splashing it and other things. But this card's actually pretty good for any of you guys that are interested in maybe a pure Predaplant deck. So it's a normal spell card. You can only activate a card with this card's name once per turn. So the first effect is to special summon one Predaplant monster from your hand. Then add a Predap card from your deck to your hand. And that's like everything in the archetype, which is amazing. But the downside, for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck except for fusion monsters. It doesn't have to be just Predaplant, so Dark Law, you can still go into other things, but for the most part you're locked out of Link summoning, so Rip Orcus combo, which means most people are like, I'm gonna skip out on it, and I totally understand. But it's still not a bad card, nonetheless. I mean, just being able to special summon, if it only let you special summon from the deck, that would be so much better. Yeah, you get to add the card. I wish it was you add the card, then special summon from the hand. It would have been so much better. Just reverse the order, and you'd have a much better time there. But nonetheless, that's that card. But we also have a new hero. This is Evil Hero Duster Gold, and he looks pretty cool. I like him. He definitely reminds me, of course, of Captain Gold, but this is like the evil variant of him. So he is a level 4 with 2100 attack and 800 defense points, and he is a light fiend. And it says you can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. That first effect is you can discard this card, add a Dark Fusion, or one card that specifically lists Dark Fusion in its text from your deck to your hand, except for Evil Hero Duster Gold. And it says it cannot attack unless you control a fusion monster, but more than likely you're going to be discarding that for the effect anyways, and then you're going to be fusioning. So that effect is really not that big of a deal, but he looks cool, and I like that. Another thing I wanted to mention, now this is just for EU players as of right now, for the promos of Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. That is the new Switch game. If you guys have not seen gameplay of that and you guys want to know what that's about, I'm going to have a pinned comment. You guys can check out gameplay. I already have the game right now. It doesn't come out later until I believe August 20th is the NA release date for it. But for EU, these are the promo cards. We might be getting the same promo cards in NA. That is Proj Leo, Microcoder, and Cynet Kodak, which now let's go ahead and check out what the heck those cards do. So, anyways, here are the cards as the promos. So that means when you buy the game physically, you will be getting these 3 cards. If you buy the game digitally, you get 10 additional cards that are for Cyburst, which obviously you don't get them physically because they're digital only. Anyways, so Microcoder, Proj Leo, and Cynet Kodak. So let's kick it off with Microcoder. So this card is a Cyburst level 1 Dark Cyburst effect. It says if you would use a Cyburst monster or monsters you control as Link material for the Link summon of a Code Talker monster, you can use this card in your hand as Link material. If this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard as Link material for a Link summon of a Code Talker monster, you get to add a Cynet spell/trap from your deck to your hand. Or, if this card was used as material from the field, you can add a level 4 Cyburst monster instead, and you can only use this effect once per turn. Really cool stuff. This is a card that actually may have some potential, like, actual use. Proj Leo over here is a Link monster, that is Link 2, and it requires 2 monsters except for tokens, and it says, during your main phase, if you control this Link summon card, you can banish this card and one of your monsters this card points to. Then target one link monster in either graveyard, special summon it to your field, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect of Crouch Seal once per turn. And then the effect of Signet Codec is if a Code Talker monster or monsters is special summoned from the extra deck to your field, you can target one of those monsters, add one Cyberse monster with the same attribute from your deck to your hand, but for the rest of this turn, you cannot add other monsters with the same attribute to your hand with the effect of Signet Codec. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for Cyberse monsters, even if this card leaves the field. You can only use this effect of Signet Codec once per chain. So that's kind of cool. You're able to kind of just search out some extra cards, but obviously that limitation, again, is just going to make people be like, all right, I'm not interested in running it. So again, going back to what I was talking about, this card comes in a new set. It's called Fist of the Gadgets, which interestingly enough over here, but it will introduce 11 new cards for Fire Fist. So if you guys don't have any Fire Fist, literally right now might be the time, because they're like 25 cents. And when they announce, like, if they announce like another Link monster and insane new support, this could be pretty cool. And then they also say including Link monsters and a Ritual monster and more. I don't think that we're getting a Fire Fist Ritual, but that would be insane. But obviously with the list of gadgets and Fire Fist, I don't think that interests anyone unless they're like super broken. Like, but anyways, it's an all foil set, so it's 40 super rares and 20 secret rares. And then yeah, it's gonna have gadgets in it. Again, that's cool. And then they talk about Mirror Force and just like other nonsense. But anyways, here's what I was talking about before when I mentioned that these are the promos for the EU version of Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. And it says, where is it? Duelists who obtained these games, well, in one of the articles, I'm not sure if it was on this one, basically the 10 new cards it says that work together, that is for the digital version, I believe, of the game. Or maybe it's for pre-orders on certain websites, you guys know how that is. But as far as physical, I don't think you're getting 10 extra cards for this. And they also talk about, and it says 4 alternate universe versions of Summon Skull, Fusion, Secret, and Exceed. Those are the things we covered a long time ago. We're finally getting them, I guess, in the TCG. But I guess we're getting them digital first, because I don't think you get, like, if this comes with all those cards, and then you have all the Summon Skull stuff, you could probably buy this and make money off of selling them the physical cards. I don't think it comes with them, but as far as I'm aware, these are the only cards that you're getting. But again, it just says duelists who obtained these cards can find more than 10 new cards for Cyberse decks that work well together. Again, it's a little bit vague on it. We'll wait and see. All right. Also, last little bit of notes here. These are reprints for the structure deck. This one over here. Well, I guess here's a zoomed up picture on it. But it's the structure deck that has the amazing like Banish monster. So some reprints that are kind of nice in this that I wanted to mention are Red Reboot and Imperial Order. Technically, Magic Cylinder, Mirror Force Launcher, and Mirror Force are also announced, but I feel like most people are more than interested in Red Reboot and, of course, Imperial Order. But anyways, those are the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards, guys. Let me know your thoughts on any of them down below. Would love to see gameplay of the new Fire Fist and how crazy this card can be just as of right now. Keep in mind, 11 new Fire Fist cards will be coming out, so a great investment here. But anyways, because like I said, they're like 10-25 cents each. Might as well pick them up now before they get super OP. But technically, they might be all reprinted in that anyways. But again, I'm talking more about like, I think some of them can come in higher rarities. I know that there's like that platinum, the platinum rare Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I don't know if that one's going to be worth anything. I think that like the Tiger King came in that. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And like I said, keep in mind this is the EU cards. Sometimes they will be different, and if they will be, I will update you guys on the future of what those specific cards are. And if there's any cool combos with these, let me know, because like I said, I think Microcode is the only one people would even consider, considering it's level 1, and on top of that, it is technically Dark Unit, a Lure of Darkness, if you wanted to in it. Not that most people would be running that in that side of the deck, but it's just there. But anyways, if you guys got any replays of this, specifically this, please send it in. And do you guys think he's good, or do you guys think he is going to be bad? And like I said, there's going to be more cards coming soon, so stick around for the channel. But anyways, ranted long enough. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Have a good one. I'm signing out.